Friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to deal with doubt and fear while building your business. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell for notifications when I upload. Let's get into it.
All right, let's talk. No scripts, no fluff, just me sharing where I'm at, what I'm learning, and how you can apply it to your own journey. If you've been following along, you already know I'm new to this business world. I didn't come in with a perfect plan or years of experience. I just knew I wanted more. And if you're here, I'm guessing you feel the same way. Maybe you're tired of working a job where you don't control your time. Maybe you're dreaming about financial freedom but don't know where to start. Maybe you just want to create something of your own, something that actually makes an impact. Whatever it is, I want you to know you're not alone. And today, we're going deep into what it really takes to build something from the ground up, step by step, no shortcuts. So let's start with one of the biggest things I've learned. Success doesn't come from big, flashy moves. It comes from the small, consistent actions you take every single day. I used to think that in order to start a business, I had to make some huge leap, quit my job, invest a ton of money, go all in. But I realized that's not how most successful people start. They start small. They build while they learn. They take small risks, test things out, and adjust as they go. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Every day, I focus on just one thing that moves me forward, whether it's researching a new skill, reaching out to a potential client, creating content, or just getting better at what I do. It doesn't feel like much in the moment, but when you add up all those small steps, that's what creates success. Let's talk about fear. Because if you're anything like me, fear has probably held you back more than once. Fear of failing, fear of looking stupid, fear of what other people will think. And I get it. Nobody wants to fail. Nobody wants to put themselves out there and get judged. But here's what I've realized. Fear never goes away. You just have to learn to act anyway. I used to wait until I felt confident before I did something. But guess what? Confidence doesn't come first. Action does. You don't become confident and then start. You start. You push through the awkward, uncomfortable moments, and that's what builds confidence. So if you're waiting for the perfect moment to start, stop waiting. Start now. Start messy. Start scared. Just start. Now, let's talk about money, because I know a lot of people think, I want to start a business, but I don't have the money. And I get it. I don't have thousands of dollars to throw at this either. But here's the thing. You don't need a lot of money to start. You just need to start with what you have. For me, that meant using free resources, YouTube, podcasts, books, free online courses. It meant starting with a business model that didn't require a huge investment up front. It meant learning skills that could help me make money online without needing a big budget. And if you're in the same boat, I want you to start thinking creatively. What skills do you already have that you could use to start making money? What resources do you have access to right now? Because there's always a way. You just have to find it. Another big lesson, surround yourself with the right people. When I first started this journey, I didn't have a business network. I didn't know any entrepreneurs personally. But I realized that the fastest way to learn is to be around people who are already doing what you want to do. So I started following successful entrepreneurs online. I started watching their content, engaging with their posts, learning from their mistakes. I joined online communities where people were having the conversations I wanted to be a part of. And little by little, I started shifting my mindset. Because here's the thing. If you're constantly surrounded by people who don't believe in your vision, it's going to be really hard to stay motivated. You need to be around people who inspire you, push you, and remind you that success is possible. Even if you don't have those people in your personal life, you can find them online. Now let's talk about failure. Because let's be real, when you start something new, you're going to fail a lot. And for a long time, I was terrified of that. I thought failure meant I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't cut out for this. But then I started studying successful people. And you know what I found? Every single one of them failed, over and over again. The difference is, they didn't let failure stop them. They saw it as feedback, adjusted, and kept going. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I've already made mistakes in this journey. I've posted content that didn't get any engagement. I've tried marketing strategies that flopped. I've had moments where I questioned whether I was even doing the right thing. But instead of quitting, I've learned from every single experience. And that's what you have to do too. So if you're watching this and you've been scared to start because you don't want to fail, let me tell you right now. Failure is part of the process. It's not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. All right, now let's get practical. If you're serious about starting your own business, here's what I want you to do. Take action today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. That action could be anything: setting up your social media page, researching business ideas, reaching out to someone in your industry, or just writing down your first small goal. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be something. Because at the end of the day, the only difference between people who succeed and people who don't is who takes action and who doesn't. So if you're ready to start, drop a comment and let me know what action you're taking today. Let's hold each other accountable. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. We're in this together. Let's keep building.
As I see you made it all the way to the end, and I'm glad you did. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell for notifications when I upload. I'll check you out in my next video. Bye.